All right. So we here now, and I wanted to talk to y'all about this FBI warning. Right now, the FBI is giving warning to all people throughout the 50 states that there could be more quote unquote rioting throughout the 50 states with angry Trump supporters. You figure these are the same Trump supporters who were holding up traffic and all of those things. This is the same Trump supporter who was getting in people's faces. I put up a video where they basically ran up on a young sister, very brave sister. She letting it be known. I mean, I don't think that that's a wise thing now, but I think now you should be ready for a more aggressive stance. So if you're not ready to be on the battlefield, stay the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? If you think that this is a fashion shoot, stay the fuck away. You understand what I'm saying? If you ready to go in the battle with tight jeans or high heels and you think that that's gonna give you any advantage and you don't look at that as a disadvantage, stay off the field. You know what I'm saying? And your lifestyle and preferences, that's on you. But if you're not willing to die to defend that lifestyle, stay the fuck home. And let those who are do that. And whatever the outcome from that is, you'll find out. But stay the fuck off the battlefield until it's your time for either freedom or execution. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning execution that once those who fought are gone and you already showed your weakness and they don't really need you for any type of servitude anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, they got kiosk machines. They don't really need you. You understand what I'm saying? So, your demise is something that you basically did to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You yelled out, "No new friends," and I don't want to hear it because I'm living my best life, and why people gotta riot, and all of these things, while professing the imbalance and the legal system, the same legal system that they was free to rush, right? Let me bring this down right here for you. This is this is basically the warning and shit. Let me bring this down for you. All right. Now, as you can see right here, it says FBI memo warns law enforcement across U.S. of possible warning about a possible armed protest at all 50 state capitals starting Sunday, no Saturday. You know, um, and my thing is say you already prepared for Sunday, right? Or Saturday, whatever, the case may be. But then, say nothing happens, right? On that specific day. Does that mean that you supposed to automatically go back to, well, see? And then when something happens, because my concern is, like pardon me, I'm about to prepare some weed and shit. Um, like my thing is like, the girl out there in San Francisco with the sister who wind up, getting stabbed. And you see from then not only the being off point, around them. And my thing has always been be precautious around them. Don't let them stand around you, on the trains. And like, I just don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if they even, I'm in New York. So if they even turn around and be on the microphone, if you see something suspicious, I'm making my business to look right at a white person and let them know, yeah, I see something fucking suspicious. You know what I'm saying? And through the whole conversation, all I'm doing is just looking at them. Like when the announcement is going through, I'm looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know, yeah, I see something suspicious. I see something very fucking suspicious. You white, and people say white men, but y'all overlooking the fact that there's white women there. You know, you know, to live in denial has always been the number one damage to our people. It's like believing in Juneteenth. You believe someone gave you freedom. So now you also believing that they're gonna come and give you freedom. When you see white people doing certain things and you over here with yo, if that was us, and like you don't see yourself as strong. You see them as strong. So then how are you gonna be prepared to fight the same people that you already saw as stronger than you? You know what I'm saying? In every aspect. You don't even feel strong enough to really fight them. You just feel strong enough to hope that you can intimidate them. These young kids today can't even put their hands up. You know what I'm saying? Much less be prepared for dudes. You know what I'm saying? Of any stature. These dudes is running around skinnier than rich white women. You understand what I'm saying? No weight on them. How are you gonna defend yourself? You know what I'm saying? When you see this is, and that's um NBC News, right? And then we go down to Fox News. What is the Boogaloo movement the FBI is warning about? Minneapolis field office memo sent to local and state agencies at the end of December cited collaborative sources who told, basically authorities of this, right? And then here we go Washington Post. FBI warned of violence, war, and at Capitol, right? Now this is, and this is 2 days ago. So this is after, the fact they talk about this. But yeah, and still they also talking about it now, as in be precautious. So if white people are warning white people of white people, when do black people say, you know what? We have to defend ourselves. You talking about living your best life, but you're not chasing it. You're not chasing the freedom that can make you live your best life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where the problem comes in. Let's see. I wanted to bring up, some memes that I've come across. Hold on, there it comes right here, right now. Now, if you look at this, because remember I told y'all, we always saying white men as if this is some, we're on a white feminist crusade, to liberate them in some type of way. But if you pay attention, right here it goes. This means that they were born between 1945 and 1949, which means they are between 69 and 73 today, which means that they are most likely still alive, right? Now, so look at the picture. Now the picture is white high school students cursing black students at the first day of public school were interrogated in Montgomery in 1963. Now you see these ladies, right? These are all females there, except like one dude in the back. That whole thing is angry white women, right? And so when you look down and you see them, these are the same white women. Look at them. Look at them. These are the same white women that holds all of these positions where you go to work and you know that these motherfuckers hold your life on the line, but yet you come out here and you act like racism and all of that shit isn't fucking real. Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me, I'm looking for my lighter real quick and shit. Um, you know, you see this and you say to yourself, oh what, nah, this ain't real or some shit. You know what I'm saying? What, this ain't real or something? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would we make posts about this so-called injustice while we're right there and we're around these people every day? So we live in denial up until we see everybody mad, and then we just complain. We still don't go, you know what? Here's my opportunity to put all of those motherfuckers on blast. That person that works in this office who's been wielding that white privilege authority around. Here's my opportunity. Here's my opportunity to put all of these people on blast so when the shit goes down, you know where all of the culprits are at. Instead of just having this mysterious machine that's working and we know where the fucking cogs are at, we just don't want to call it out because if it doesn't go right, then maybe that affects our livelihood. You see, so then that means you sold yourself, right? It says right here, black people can't even sleep in bed safely at night without getting shot and killed by police. But when white nationalists attempt a coup, suddenly cops can't even find their handcuffs, right? Because they all white. They're all white. So when you say, oh, police brutality, and like you pointing out police brutality, and they got you fooled with thinking it's the blue, no, they are still white. What fucking part of that don't you understand? So when you keep thinking this is like the baby bigger than black and white, how? How? When they take that blue uniform and they say blue lives matter, who are the people still yelling that? They're white. The fuck part of this don't you fucking understand? Um, Look, again, we gotta have like I said, as a female, I understand, but I think that you could um support the backbone by not, you know, giving the weakers the leverage, meaning that support the strongest by not talking weak, and then we can weed out all of the weak men, and then you don't have to be talking about no good and this, that, and the third because you would be able to see it, right? Remember for what capital security and full metal grade riot gear looked like for Black Lives Matter protests this summer, right? And to me, that looks like a white lady. I could be wrong, but and so when you hear these type of things, you wonder, why do black people bring white training. Cause I used to call us. I'm gonna do a whole thing about that. And I used to get mad saying, "Oh, you thinking white?" And then I realized that no, they're not thinking white because they don't have domination on their mind. They don't have true freedom. They want peace. They want to get along. They don't want domination. See, because once you want domination, two sides collide. And once they collide, a line will be drawn. And that line is where the peace line is. Because strength respects strength. So you can't ask for peace and be weak. That just doesn't pan out. You understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't pan out for you to be like, oh, yeah, all we want is peace. Like, no, we ready for war. You want war, I want war with you. And then all of the ones who want war collide. And so all of the ones who want peace get to go, yo, listen, this is the line. We are always prepared to send more of our soldiers on the line. If you violate that line, we will pump out as many soldiers as we possibly can to defend that line. Because y'all gonna keep pushing to take away that line. You see what I'm saying? So if you really want peace, you gotta be prepared for war, and you can't be talking like this. First you gotta be talking like that to bring the spirit of war. You know what I'm saying? But if you scared of the conflict, that's what you're gonna get. Nothing, and you're gonna remain submissive. Goes, have you had a problem with protests concerning police brutality and murder of unarmed black people, but have nothing to say about armed white insurgents trying to topple our democracy? Congratulations, you're a racist and a traitor. Now we got these fool ass motherfuckers not only, crying, right, about a white America, they actually taking on the white training again of dare that. Oh, you're a traitor. Traitor to who? Motherfucker, that's their system. They're not traitors. That's their system. You, the only trading that's happening is those who want to get rid of you versus those who feel like you hold some type of purpose. Right? That's it. But at the end of the day, you won't know what is what if you have them around. And you damn sure cannot hold this. This is us. We're a part of this system. How? You still celebrating the first. Is there a white person running around in America talking about we're the first, like, oh, the first white rapper? Are they celebrating being the first of anything in the black community? The first to be allowed to, what, buy drugs in the neighborhood or say the N word because he said it with an A, he didn't use a hard ER, like the first of that. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, the first to gentrify a neighborhood. Like what? Like where is this celebrating of the first in your community? For you to take this traitor stance, like how? How could they be traitors and you're still celebrating being the first in 2021? You will still see posts about, oh yeah, the first person, the first women, or the first black, this to do that. In 2021, you will still see it, but you will never see that in white people. You understand what I'm saying? Because they started it as far as they concerned. This is their shit, and you getting on with them. You know what I mean? What else we got here? We got they've killed us for less. NAACP. Okay, I can't even argue with that. That's a fucking fact. Okay, after Trump supporters took the Capitol, police were telling them how to get around the building to certain offices. Jennifer Epstein, Jeanette's, right? As mobs raided the Capitol, a Capitol police officer gave them directions to Chuck Schumer's office per this time what is this report? Okay, but they could not find Mr. Schumer's office. He said they asked a Capitol police officer who tried to direct them. Do you understand what that means? That first, in order for them to even go to him to ask the question, there had to be something for them to know that he would even assist, right? Because they just got shot. There was guns going off. You didn't rush this guy. This guy didn't get rushed, nothing. He just was asked where they at, where he's at, and was given directions or tried to give him the proper directions, whatever the case may be. Let that sink in. Read that part. Read the part of, well, if this is the police, right? These are the same people that pull you over. And this is why you are scared when they get behind you. So how are you ever gonna feel, how do you feel secure knowing that Blue Lives Matter are the same motherfuckers who's pulling you over and for any reason, and now they're talking about civil unrest, and you still feel comfortable getting pulled over by these same people. And there's no warning of, yo, let this be one fucking time, especially around this time, that anything like that happen and there's going to be unrest, because how are we going to trust anybody? But if you say that and you got them around you, how do you feel safe? Use some fucking logic. I mean, this is just simple, right? It goes, what you are seeing now as white people safely storm U.S. Capitol is evidence that America policing was never created to hold white people accountable or to keep the public safe from dangerous white people. American policing was created for white people, plain and simple. Sean King. Yes, Sean King, I agree with your message, and it's a fact. You look at the history of race rioting, and this is just a continuation. They have been hanging people in front of these buildings and making that the law of America from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you thinking anything other than that, if you are foolishly mistaken that this is the first time and this is, no, you're foolishly mistaken. And that's the reason why the U.S. government is giving warning to other U.S. citizens. Now, you can ignore that and live your best life, or you can get the fuck on guard. I hope you got enough canned food. I hope you stacked up. And my thing is for every individual that lives in your house, I don't care if they 6 months or 60, they should have at least $100 in canned food for each individual. And even if he doesn't go off on the days that is supposed to, you supposed to live under that precaution from here on out. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Hold on, I'm sorry. All right. Okay, it says white privilege is on display like never before in the U.S. Capitol. If these people were black, well, we all know what would happen right now to them. Why would it happen if we all know? If we all know what would happen, then we also know